Welcome to our channel. In today's video, we are going to share with you how the NBA legends spend their billions. Moreover, we will be revealing all the extravagant luxuries possessed by these famous athletes. Be certain to watch the video until the end, as some of the luxuries owned by these athletes will make your jaw drop. Without any further ado, let's get into the video. Number 6. Kobe Bryant. Net worth $600 million.
What was it like to be a teenager with a lot of money?
It was cool.
Although he is no more among us, this NBA legend lived a life that inspired a lot of people. Pro athletes love to spend their money on lavish automobiles, pricey jewelry, or upscale clothing. Bryant fell in line, spending his money on a variety of opulent purchases during his career. He bought a $4 million home in Newport Beach, California, which enabled him to establish himself in Los Angeles, since he felt he would be staying with the Lakers for the years ahead. In the end, Kobe would sell that home, leaving him with 4 distinct residences in Orange Beach, California, at the time of his terrible passing. His first residence was estimated to be worth $21.3 million, while the other 3 were for a total of $18.8 million. Kobe had an excellent collection of automobiles. The Lakers icon also owned a Cadillac Escalade, Ferrari F430 and Ferrari 458 Italia, Lamborghini Murcielago, Lamborghini Aventador, Bentley Continental GT, and many other exotic cars, in addition to the one-of-a-kind 1963 Chevrolet Impala, which was sold for $221,400 in 2021. Number 5. Shaquille O'Neal. Net worth $400 million.
Biggest purchase in Walmart history.
Really?
70,000.
One of the world's most extravagant athletes is Shaquille O'Neal. As long as he thinks something is worthy, he has no problem spending any amount of money. In 2018, Shaquille O'Neal reportedly spent $10 million on a fancy super yacht. He uses it for vacations in the Bahamas, and over the years, people have seen it on several beaches from Florida to Mexico. He initially paid $16.5 million for a house which had a 95-foot-long pool, 12 bedrooms, 17-car garage, theater, and many other amenities. Along with numerous other estates, he also spent $2.5 million on a mansion in Los Angeles. With nearly 20 cars and bikes, Shaquille O'Neal's automotive collection can compete with that of any other player. A manager of a Rolls-Royce store allegedly questioned Shaquille O'Neal if he could afford the automobiles, which offended the 4-time NBA champion. He bought 3 cars all at once in a fit of wrath to show the manager that he could. According to reports, he doesn't even drive the $450,000 vehicles. The custom-built treehouse, which the LA Lakers icon reportedly paid $400,000 for, is to his preferences. Number 4. Lebron James. Net worth $1 billion.
I'm not turning on data roaming. I'm not buying no apps. I still got Pandora with commercials.
James the Zeke is recognized for his on-court success. According to sources, he spends $1.5 million annually on maintaining his body, which includes paying for his home gym, trainers, massagers, therapists, and nutritionists. He is aware that his body is his most valuable asset. James spent $36.75 million in 2020 to purchase a Beverly Hills property with a Mediterranean design. The home has a tennis court, a movie theater, 4 bedrooms, 7 bathrooms, and 2 guest houses. It has a 1-hectare lot and overlooks the city. A man with that kind of wealth shouldn't be surprised to not own luxurious vehicles. He has a number of vehicles to his name, including a fully restored 1975 Chevrolet Impala convertible, a Bentley Continental GT, a fully customized Chevy Camaro, and a Dodge Challenger, but these are only classic vehicles. Additionally, he owns 3 Ferrari, a luxurious Ferrari 599, a Ferrari F430, and a 458 Spider. He also has a Lamborghini Aventador that has been completely personalized, a Rolls-Royce Phantom, 2 Maybachs, and a Porsche 911. Since 2011, James has owned a stake in Liverpool FC, an English Premier League soccer team. He paid $6.5 million for a 2% investment. Number 3. Dwayne Wade. Net worth $175 million.
I went from making $200-some odd in college to becoming.
Speaking of fast cars, Dwayne Wade is well versed in them due to his brand new McLaren 570S, which he recently bought for close to $200,000. Dwayne Wade, a known Ferrari enthusiast, paid about $130,000 for his Ferrari California. The McLaren MP4 that Dwayne Wade bought is estimated to have cost him $229,000, whereas used ones cost around $100,000. He owns a pair of specially made Lightning Wade 7-1 Last Dance shoes, which sell for close to $4 million per pair. These shoes were made to celebrate the final NBA game Wade played. You might be surprised to learn that Dwayne Wade actually bought a church for his mother, who had a hard period but had now turned her life around. He did, and the base for his mother's new church was a tiny building in Chicago that he bought. When you're in your NBA retirement, beach villas in Miami don't get much nicer than this one, especially for $32.5 million. In 2010, Wade paid $10.6 million for the home, which also features an arched front entryway, 6 bedrooms, 10 bathrooms, and a number of spacious gathering areas. Number 2. Kevin Durant. Net worth, $200 million. Kevin Durant, a player for the Brooklyn Nets, has an outrageous net worth and way of life. One of Durant's most well-known traits is his collection of expensive vehicles. Kevin often drives a Ferrari California, which costs about $200,000. The infamous basketball star also owns a legendary 1966 Ford GT40, a Lamborghini, Range Rovers, Ferrari, Porsches, various Mercedes-Benz models, and other vehicles, despite how opulent and excessive it may sound. In addition, his Chevrolet Camaro SS, which has pinstripes on the hood and matte red paint to match his line of footwear, is said to be one of his most modified automobiles. According to reports, Durant spent $30 million on estates in the US, investments, and vehicles. However, he clearly enjoys frequently selling his residences before investing in a new one. Additionally, he recently sold his spectacular Malibu property, while Kevin Durant of the Brooklyn Nets appears to be listing his Oakland, California residence for sale. Kevin's home is currently available off-market for $6 million and is described as heaven on earth. Over the course of his NBA career, Durant has donated to numerous causes. A few years ago, he gave $10 million to help Prince George County, Maryland youngsters attend college. Durant donated $1 million to the Red Cross for disaster relief and $3 million to the University of Texas basketball program. Number 1. Michael Jordan. Net worth, $1.7 billion.
I don't think it changes. I mean, other than that, people can call me and ask me for money, maybe.
There aren't many athletes in the world who have achieved Michael Jordan's levels of fame, power, and wealth. It is not surprising that the former Chicago Bulls basketball player possesses a private plane, because even the richest players in the game nowadays cannot claim such a luxury. After customizing, he paid $61.5 million for the Gulfstream G550 jet, which features the iconic Jumpman emblem, along with his jersey number, amount of championships, and initials, MJ, on the body of the aircraft. In order to make the plane look like a flying sneaker, he painted the Air Jordan elephant print design all over its body in 2017. The Chevrolet C4, the Porsche 930 Turbo Cabriolet, the 1991 Toyota Land Cruiser, the Aston Martin, and his most recent beauties, the McLaren Mercedes SLR 722 and the Bugatti Veyron Saint Noir, are just a few of the rad sports cars Jordan has bought since the beginning of his career in the 1980s and into the 2000s. He also spent $21 million on his yacht, which he named Mr. Terrible. It's possible that the name was chosen to capture his fierce entrepreneurial attitude.